Hello people of the present if you're watching this live, and people of the future if you're watching a recording. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays I live stream game development of Multiverse Cosmic Conquest, and I just finished work on this, not this, what's this? The logo, finished work, so to speak. I've worked on the logo, and now I'm going to work on the 6 symbols of resource. I've done a live stream a while back on the 6 symbols of resource, but I don't like most of them right now anymore, and I think they can be redesigned. Today I'm just going to sketch because I don't have access to my vector programs, so I'm going to use Paint Tool Sci, which isn't an Adobe product. I've had some issues with Adobe lately. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a bunch of different ideas on the different symbols that I could use. I will need 7, 1 for each color and 1 for colorless. By the way, let me show you what I had drawn for the logo. I didn't show you last time. Can you see it? Let me just put up. This is the stream is way behind. Anyway, yeah, you can see maybe Multiverse written at the top there, and I'll show you again this. All right, so let's start somewhere. I have a pen. Does it work? Yes, it does. All right. The colors are red. Let's make it smaller. Density, let's up the density. Red. Okay. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Violet. And colorless. Cannot write. First of all, I think that all of the symbols need to be inside of circles. So let's zoom in a bit. And we're just sketching. It's not a big deal if we lose a bit of the detail. It's going to be extra detailed anyway. Apparently, I cannot draw a circle. That's a good circle. All right. I think I'll just be using this one and copying and pasting it. Might as well start doing this. Copy, paste, move. Copy, paste, move. Copy, paste. Selection is empty for some reason. Selection is empty. What's going on? Oh, there they are. Whoa, this is interesting. Okay, let's keep it to 5 right now, and then obviously we'll need more of these circles. And let's all put it on one layer. Actually, we can just copy this a few times. And sort of see which of these looks better. Alright, so for red, I still don't know exactly which of these symbols I'm going to use for the 6 colors. I think that red needs a flame because that's the I mean, red is the color of war, of technology, and firepower. Firepower already has the word fire in it. Explosions have fire. So I guess we could start with a fire as one, at least one version of red. That's what I had as a symbol in the previous live stream as well. And I think that this is still a good symbol for red. It needs to be recognizable. Aside from a fireball, could be maybe something different. I don't know. Maybe it could be two, I don't know what to call these things, but wheels with teeth, tooth wheels. Is that a real thing? I'm not sure that these things are called tooth wheels, but to show technology, to show physical machines, because red has a lot of what are they called? Robots. To show robots and machines and just mechanical stuff, maybe this could be a good symbol for red. Now, one thing that we need to keep in mind is that these symbols will be seen on many cards from possibly, likely, many years. So they need to be recognizable, and okay, I don't want to close this because otherwise this chain doesn't work exactly. So this is another idea. Okay, I'm not going to draw every single tooth, and let's just take this and move it slightly. I don't know why I'm using my mouse right now. I could be just as easily using my pen. Either that, or we could just have one of these wheels in the center, which is probably a better symbol than three all at the same time. Because another thing that you need to keep in mind is that, or that I need to keep in mind, is that not only will we find a lot of these symbols in the game, but even on the same card there can be multiples of this symbol. So if you imagine a cost of the card which costs 2 red resource and 5 colorless, for example. That's very costly. Okay, 2 red resource and 2 colorless. You will see 2 of these symbols next to each other. And I feel like something like this just doesn't work in multiples because it's already something that is a complex and has has multiple parts to it. So this could be a good symbol for red. Alternatively, let me think. I have a rocket here. I don't think a rocket is a good symbol for red. That's just a regular old school image of a rocket. I don't know, it could be like this or just like this. Whoops. And if I'm going to use this, then I'm probably going to point it to the right. Flip horizontally. There you go. All of these work well for red. I'm still not sure which one should work. This I don't like. If I'm going to have more than one element in the symbol, it's going to be 2 of these wheels. So same thing. I'm just going to do this. You know what I mean by this. I believe that's all I have for red. I didn't come up with anything different for red. Wait, okay, let's get rid of this one just because we have 5. I want to put this all on one layer. So, okay, there we go. And I'll take this, copy and paste it, move it this, I don't know, down here. And there you go, that's good enough. One final design for red could be a bolt. Again, works with the what's it called, the robot theme. This is actually maybe the best one of all of them, especially since it's a hexagon and our game has a lot of hexagons in it already, and it may just work best. I don't know if the bolt, if you see that it's a bolt, maybe it should just be like a bolt, like in perspective somehow. Right now I'm just going to draw all the different possibilities. I think this is pretty exhaustive for red. I don't have any other ideas of what could be the logo for, not the logo, the symbol for red resource. If you have any preferences, just write them down in the comments. If you have any suggestions, write them down, because they could be really helpful if you have any ideas. Okay, so for orange, I have a few ideas. So orange is a color that uses physical labor. It loves boarding and fighting with units, building buildings with like using physical labor of people to build stuff. So it could be good to the first. Like I came up with this symbol when I was learning. Oh my god, it's really hard to draw and talk at the same time. Let me just drink some water. This symbol is showed on the on street signs to signify working days, and it's 2 hammers. Let's rotate it slightly. And it obviously works better if they are symmetrical, just because it's a good, I don't know, I like this symbol, it's symmetrical. And it kind of works for people that use physical labor. This is a good one. Another one is just 1 hammer, which may be better because if we're going to have multiples of this symbol in the cost of a card, then having 2 hammers for each 1 resource kind of makes it a little bit strange. It's the same idea behind the red resource. So actually, let's do a division. This is red. This is orange. So either hammer, 2 hammers, or let me think. What else did I draw here? A hand, like a fist, holding a hammer, or just a fist. So the fists, I don't think that it's the best symbol. Kind of looks political, and I don't want it to look political. Plus, it looks humanoid. Oh, what a beautiful fist, right? and not all orange races are humanoid. I prefer avoiding human-related things, specific human things. However, this is still a possibility, having a fist. Oh my god, I don't know. For some reason I just couldn't draw it. Next is a fist with a hammer. It could be an interesting symbol for orange. This would probably be smaller, right? Yeah, I don't like the fists, honestly. I think it should probably be just one hammer or two. So yeah, I was saying that I learned this. I saw this symbol when I was learning to. I was learning. How can I explain it? I was going to driving school, and I was learning theory. And when we were they were showing us all of the different signs and sub-signs, stuff like if if you cannot park in a place, but only on working days, it will show no parking, and then show the symbol for working days, and then maybe the hours, stuff like that. So it's concise. By the way, the symbol for non-working days is a cross. So it sort of assumes that all holidays are religious, but it's again a really effective, simple symbol just to show that, okay, on Sundays, people go to church, so a cross means either a Sunday or a holiday, a religious holiday usually. So they just put a cross and called it a day. Also, for some reason, I have a rock here for orange, but I don't think that, number one, it's like rocks don't have a specific shape. Like, I don't know, this could be a mineral, or it could be a piece of plastic. So I don't think this is a good symbol, but I don't have any other ideas of what it should look like. Maybe, like, probably the simpler the symbol, the better it is. So maybe this is the best one for red, and this is the best one for orange. But anyway, let's go forward. This is yellow. Density. I don't know what happened. Oh, there you go. I was drawing with the wrong tool. Yellow. So yellow, I have a few ideas on yellow. The most likely one is a scale. So I like this symbol because it's suggestive of trade, but not only of trade, but also of law. Because law, I don't remember the goddess of law, maybe Athens. No, that's not true. Maybe the ancient Greek goddess of law that's blind. She has this sort of scale in her hand. And yellow uses laws and taxation and taxes, yes, different legal methods to gain economic superiority in the galaxy. Plus, this looks like, trade, and they do trade, which this is probably going to be the best of the symbols. Next one is a crown, which could be an interesting symbol, but I don't think it's as representative of the color yellow as the scales. It shows authority, it shows kings. I mean, it's made of gold. So again, it shows money and wealth. So it has that sort of association, but I don't think it works as well as the scale. What else is here? Yellow, 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 yellow. I don't have anything else. Let me think. It could be just a sack of money. No, I'm just inventing things. Although if you put a dollar sign, then it relates everything back to Earth, so we don't want that. Could be a dollar sign, it could be like piles of money, it could be a stack of money, stack of coins. By the way, for some reason it's hard for me to draw these coins. Again, I don't think this works too well because it's a stack, it's not one thing, and if in a cost you see a few of these stacks, you don't exactly understand how much resource. I mean, obviously you will understand how much resource that signifies, but it just looks a bit weird. It's like having two hammers here. It sort of kind of looks like 2 units of resource, or like 3. It's the same as in the other things. Maybe 1. The thing is, if we do 1 big coin with maybe a face, somebody's face there. I don't know, doesn't matter. Some person. Then, actually, this will probably be bigger and can be scaled up to the entire shape of this circle. I'll put some arrows here. This could work as well, just to show that it's a little money. But I still think the scale is better. Although, I don't know, this is now getting up there as well. And I think I had another idea on what the yellow symbol could be. Let me think, what was it? A stack of money, a single gold coin, and crown. Let me think. I don't remember. Oh yeah, a sun. So that's what I had as the yellow symbol way back in the day. You can find the other stream where I draw these symbols in a Throwback Thursday. It's called, yeah, stream 4.5 or something. So the sun, I feel like it doesn't belong in yellow and it belongs in green, even though our sun is yellow. But ships that have solar sails and that are not a cost effect, but have zero pollution, and the sun is usually a symbol of peace also, and stuff like that. Peace and renewable energy are things that green uses, and yellow really doesn't have much to do with that. So I believe that we can put another big divide here and go with green. This can be the first green symbol, which is pretty good. The thing is that if we the thing is that there are no green stars, so there's blue stars, there's red stars, there's white stars, but there are no green stars. So if we draw a sun and color it green, it kind of doesn't look that great at all, because there is no such thing as a green star, which kind of defeats the point of this symbol. Another symbol could be a tree, which is kind of what Magic the Gathering has for green. This again makes some sort of sense, but it doesn't mean that green cards. Green also has some ships. They're cargo ships or whatever. They can be diplomatic transports, but they're still ships. Like they're still technology. So I don't know, like that tree is the perfect representation of green strategy. Another possible symbol could be a leaf. Similar stuff, like it's green is a color that protects nature. Another version could be like a different leaf, maybe 3 leaves. Again, I have drawn 3 leaves, but again, I don't think that having 3 of something in one single bubble works that well. Let me think what else is here. Not much. Other than the leaf, yeah, I honestly don't like any of these. Oh yeah, I think there's a peace symbol which could work because green focuses on diplomacy. So diplomacy, peace, making friends out of enemies. A peace symbol fits nicely into the circle, so that could work as well. Let me just take these circles because we're almost getting. Oh no, I can just go to this layer, grab these ones, copy them and paste them, and move them somewhere. They're only up to green. We can oops, what happened? By the way, let's save this file. Save as. Let's save it as symbols. By the way, if you have any ideas on what symbols should be the best ones and which of these you like, which of these you don't like, maybe you have other ideas on what the resource symbol should be for all the colors, go ahead and write into this comment section. I'm really looking forward to reading your ideas. And did I save the thing? It looks like it. Okay. This should cover all the colors. We're only up to green. Okay, green, then blue and violet, all right, and colorless. How long has this part of the stream gone for? I don't exactly know, but anyway, let's go on. Out of all of these green symbols, I believe that the peace one is the best one. I don't like that it's a symbol that's used on Earth because, again, it brings things back to Earth. It could be, I don't know, maybe we can create another symbol. I'll leave one space for possibly a different version of this. Like if there's a different symbol for peace, I guess the rainbow is a symbol for peace, but it's also a symbol for gay pride, so it doesn't fit. Plus, again, with the green color, it doesn't fit at all. Maybe there's some other, like there's an olive branch, which is similar to this, but again, just having a branch doesn't look that great. Also, bird, like a yellow pigeon, white pigeon, a dove is a symbol of peace. No, that doesn't work at all with an olive branch. Anyway, you can come up with your own ideas. I'll think of some. And anyway, let's not get too caught up in this. Let's go into blue. Blue is hard. So blue focuses on knowledge and also technology, but more in the sense of advancing technology and learning more, and it's more focused on science than technology, I'd say, and the theoretical part, because they do science for science, not because they want to create arms and what are they called? weapons and whatnot. So, assuming that one of the possible things that could work for blue, I really don't have any good symbols here. One of them is um, a light bulb, which symbolizes ideas and sort of symbolizes intelligence, but I don't like that it's a light bulb. I don't know, it just looks weird as a symbol. Next, for some reason I drew a spiral. This could be a good symbol for air or for water. Maybe not, no, maybe more air than water. Or for the Sega Dreamcast. But I don't know why I put it as one of the possibilities. It's simple, and it's something immaterial, I guess. It's really hard to represent thoughts and intelligence. Also, I drew an eye for observation. The symbol is the psychic symbol in Pokemon, which I don't think works exactly for our purposes, but I was just trying to figure what symbol would work best for blue, and neither of these works too well. Another one that I have drawn is a brain from the top, which again brings it back slightly to a more human piece of anatomy, and I don't like the fact that it's so brains have a lot of detail, which is also something that we have to try and avoid. But it fits into a circle nicely, and it symbolizes intelligence well, but I don't like the two things. One, that it brings it back to humans, and the other that it has a lot of detail. So like, this is a very good symbol for red. This is a very good symbol for orange, which I think I'm going to use them. This is very good, and this is very good for yellow. This is very good for green. Like, the simpler the better. This is probably the best out of these for blue. Since we're going for such simple symbols, it's going to be like a bolt, a hammer, if we're going to put them all next to each other, then a coin or a scale, and okay, a coin will probably need more detail than a scale, so I probably like the scale more, also because it has a better looking silhouette. Green will have a peace sign, and blue will have a spiral. Honestly, I'm liking this. They all have different silhouettes. This is a hexagon. This is a T shape. This is another T shape, but obviously, like, way different. This is a circle. This is a squiggle, and we'll find out, I guess, what violet will look like. Let me think of another symbol for blue. Knowledge, information. It could be a book, honestly, like an open book, because that symbolizes learning, I guess, pretty well, and information as well, at least in the old ages. I don't think a stack of books works. For the same reason, I don't think a stack of coins works. Now, a book sort of brings us back to human society, but it's vague enough where I think it works for multiple races and multiple planets. Maybe not a book, maybe a parchment could be. And although there's not much you can fit into a parchment. A parchment looks more of a message. Usually messages or laws are put into one piece of parchment. So I think a book works better. Maybe something else can come to mind for blue. Knowledge, information, science, symbol for science. An apple is a symbol for gravity, but only on Earth. An atom, maybe. Maybe have a symbol for an atom. Or maybe a solar system or something. Yeah, these are better logos than an eye, definitely. And a thing here, the light bulb. Okay, anyway, let's go forward and go with violet, which is really the last color. I mean, there's colorless, but colorless needs to just be a generic symbol. I really like the colorless symbol in Pokemon, and also the new colorless symbol that they had in Magic the Gathering. I'll probably use something like that without infringing upon their rights. So violet uses natural resources that aren't that they get from the ground, like gas and oil and stuff like that. So let's start with the symbol for radiation, which is a really good symbol and fits onto a circle really well, but it's not really like this. It's way more bulky, like a huge symbol. I don't think I'm going to use this one, but it's there. Also, there's a symbol for biologic, whatever it's called. It's more complex, and I like it less. If I'm going to use one of those, I'm going to use this one. Next, let me think what else I have. I have a skull, which isn't, I mean, it's symbol for death, and it's not exactly what violet is. Maybe a skull and crossbones, which is more a symbol for pirates than anything else. But it can be a symbol of danger, stuff, whatever. I really don't think I'm going to use these two. Another one is, which is kind of similar to these, but different in its own way. I think I'm going to use this. How can am I going to explain it? A gas mask. That's the right word. Let me think. I don't know about the exact design of this gas mask, but like whatever it may be, it needs to be simple. A gas mask sort of implies that there's pollution, and I like that if designed properly, it can look like a skull and crossbones, which also symbolizes death and like poisonous stuff. And a gas mask also kind of robs you of your base, and you become exactly like everybody else with a gas mask on. Now, could have one anti-gas. Oh wait. Oh, there's an extra. No, let's not use these ones. There's an. Let's draw a line here. It could have one single. I don't know what's it called. Filter, I guess. One single filter here. Or two, which I believe it's going to be. It can look a lot better. Let me just redraw this version. Oh, that's not right. Let's erase this and redraw it. One filter, second filter. This can create a pretty darn good silhouette for this. I'm squinting because I'm trying to see the silhouette. I don't like this exactly. I guess I'll have to see different gas masks and how they look, and like sort of come up with my own design. Either way, yeah, whatever it may be, gas mask and gas mask again. If we're going with something more closer to the actual resource that Violet uses, so oil and gas, I guess we could draw like an oil spill, an oil thing. Doesn't look that great, like an oil well. Could be like something like this. I don't know. This doesn't work at all, actually, especially this one. A gas mask is probably the best symbol, although I am sure I'll find out, like I'll come up with a better symbol for Violet. They use, other than non-renewable resources, they like reuse, recycle old stuff, and they like exploiting not only the resource of the earth, but also the resources of the people. Like they don't care for the people they use. Like unlike Orange, which strives on the labor force of their subjects, Violet exploits them and makes them work like in labor what's it called, slave labor, stuff like that. So sweatshops. How can I show that? I really don't know. A symbol for honestly, I have no idea. Let's move on. The final color, which isn't even a color, let's get rid of this as well. The final color is colorless, so let's put colorless here. So in Magic, they have this symbol, which we obviously cannot use. In Pokemon, they have this symbol. Which we again cannot use, but they're both really good symbols for colorless resource. We could either have like a circle here that's gray, which is the worst thing ever, or have maybe a diamond shape, maybe a hexagon. Although this, if we're going to use this symbol for red, the hexagon won't look that great. Maybe if it's like this. Colorless resource. It should probably be a simple shape. Maybe a triangle, or I don't know. No, that's bad. Square? No, that as well. I honestly like this magic symbol a lot, and if we could use something similar for Multiverse, that would make it really great. Like if we just straighten the 4 arms out, make it, I don't know, either like this, so kind of like the Pokemon symbol but with 4 arms. Well, I don't know why I'm drawing with the wrong tool. And maybe center it properly. I mean, I did redraw it. Because this kind of looks like a star. It looks like a plus. I don't know. I feel like this is generic enough. I don't know what else it could be. Like a square or a triangle is just stupid. Pentagon won't work. Hexagon could work because we have 6 different colors. So other than that, yeah, I think that these are all the possibilities for all the different colors and their symbols, unless we come up with something different. So if we take the 6 that are our favorites, or my favorites, let's, by the way, put this all into one layer and just get rid of some stuff that we don't need. I don't know why I wrote this down. Let's take the 6 that are in the lead and try and add some detail to them. Not detail, but just try to see how they look together and how they look in relation to one another. Honestly, I'm still not entirely sure which one of these is the best one. Let's take this one because it's simpler. Copy paste. Move it down here. Next goes the hammer. Oh. Hammer. Copy paste. Put it down there. And let's erase some extra stuff here. Next, yellow should probably be the scale still. Either the scale or the coin. Thing is that the coin will have a face on it, and I don't want human faces. And second thing is that it will probably need more detail than something like a scale. You can easily represent a scale, I feel, without too much detail. Maybe a bit more than these two, but still pretty similar. I mean, in terms of complexity of the drawing, it's not going to be too different. Where is it? Here? Okay. No, that's not right. That's not right. Let's take it. Scale. Green, we decided on this just because there isn't much else to work with. Why is it? Oh, I don't know why. Why it's taking me so long? Ugh, come on. I mean, it's not that hard. Copy and paste. Next is blue, which we still haven't decided. I think between the book, I mean the book and the scale are, and these are all things. This is a concept. The leaf could maybe be better representation. I don't know. Again, you're welcome to comment. Between the book and the symbol for an atom, maybe the book is the better one. Although not this book, but a different drawing of a book. And finally, this guy. Right, so if these are the 6 symbols, no, they don't look too well together. Like this is by far the simplest one. These two are way simpler than the. No, that's not true. 3 are simple. 3 are complex. Especially this one is really complex. And oh, let's take this as well. Let's take the colorless. Simplicity is probably the way to go. So maybe instead of this symbol, like in the violet arsenal, this symbol is the simplest. In the yellow arsenal, this is probably pretty good. Yeah, I can make it simpler. And in the blue arsenal, it's probably the twisty thing. Oh, also, other potential symbols could be a lightning bolt for electricity, which could maybe work in blue. What else? I think that's it. Anyway, yeah. I think I'll have to think a bit more on this topic, and I think that's about enough that I can do right now. I'll need. I'll probably look at different possibilities, different combinations of all of these, and see which one work better together. Because the two hammers look pretty good still. This thing looks good. Even the fireball looks good, and the single tooth wheel, or like a simple leaf looks good for green. And instead of the book, there can be maybe something different, like either this or this. There are a lot of decent options, and the search isn't over, definitely. Anyway, I'm looking forward to your comments, and after that, I will, after I've come up with the 7 images, I will work in vectors and create the 7 symbols. By the way, there are a few more symbols in the game. Like there's going to be a movement symbol for speed, which is either going to be it's probably going to be just an arrow, either going this way or going up. One of them, but if you point it up, it kind of looks like a house, so maybe it's going to go to the right. Then either a sword or something for power, either a sword or what else it could be. A fist again. I don't like fists in symbols. Maybe not a bow and arrow. Anyway, probably a sword. And for health, it will be either a heart or a plus. Probably a heart, honestly. These are probably going to be the speed, power, and health stat symbols. And honestly, the simpler the designs, I feel, the better, especially since these things are going to be small on the card, somewhere at the bottom. So, like 3 hammers and 2 balls of fire, it's pretty self-explanatory. The criteria, now that I'm thinking, they should be all very distinct. Right? So they should have different um, silhouettes, obviously different colors. But if you're colorblind, then you'll just follow the silhouettes, and they should fit the 6 colors. Maybe this symbol needs to go just because it's too tied to earthly. Like it's just a symbol for peace. Maybe it should be like a leaf, I'm thinking. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm done for today's live stream. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Keep it up.